Hey guys, and welcome back. So today I am here to do my February budget, and I'm really excited about this because one, I have this really cute sticker sheet that I've been super excited to use, but also because this year has been going pretty well for us with saving and sticking on track of our spending and everything, and I think it really does have to do with having this planner. I think the monthly deluxe is just the perfect planner for budgeting for us. So I'm just gonna start off by doing what I always do. I'm going to lay down the washi at the top. This month is gonna be a little different for us because I want to factor in some of my other income that I've been making the last couple months. So obviously I'm just gonna do it like as a going forward thing. I'm not gonna like put income that I made in previous months, but I do want to start putting in some of my YouTube money and stuff like that because I have no idea what that's gonna be. Honestly, it changes every single month, and some months it's more, some months it's less. You just never know. So I'm not gonna put that in, but I am going to make a line for it in my budget. So really quickly, I'm gonna take a look at what I did last time. So, okay. So right at the top, I'm gonna start off by doing my paychecks. So I'm just going to put in paycheck 1, paycheck 2, and then I'm going to put in other income. So I'll put a spot in for all of that, and then total income. I like to just do other income because there might be times where we put in some of Jason's part-time, and I totally forgot. I knew something was looking weird about this. I need to put in the month. So it's February, and I've really liked just using these flags at the top. I feel like it just makes it look really clean, and obviously this is my budget notebook, so I know that that's what it is. So that's really cute. I love this pink. I seriously would use this sticker sheet like a million times if I could. Okay, so that is in there, and like I was saying, I like to do other income because there might be months where we use some of Jason's part-time you know, paychecks to put into our budget. I also, you know, I do the Erin Condren commissions, and so whenever there's a situation where I'm not using money that I'm making like from my channel, I'd like to put it into our regular budget. So like I said, I have no idea if I will even be able to do that in February, but I just want to put a space just in case I can. So I'm just drawing a line there, and then I like to break it up, break up my income from my expenses, because usually, not in this situation, but usually my income stays the same. So I don't have any reason to, you know, do an actual versus budget type of thing, but obviously this month will be a little different because now I'm finally including some of that in there. So I'm just putting this little divider there, and I'll break this off. Okay, now I'm going to get into some of my expenses, and again, I'm just going to check back and see what I did last time. Okay, so we're just going to go in with expenses, and then I like to put in like budget, actual, and plus or minus, so like what we're over and we're under. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that right now. Budget, actual, and then over, under. And I'll draw a little line underneath all of these, and then I'll kind of draw out my whole setup. Okay, so that is in, and then I want to go ahead and draw in my lines. This ruler's not the best for this because it's like not letting me line stuff up, but we'll make it work. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna save the lines for a little bit because I need to know how far to go down. Okay, so the first thing that we have is our mortgage. I don't disclose that just because I don't think that that's necessary for the whole world to know. Then we have our electric. And I budgeted $80 last month. I don't think we've even received our bill yet. So I'm just gonna go with 80 again. That's usually a good amount to go with. Our gas, the same. I haven't received a bill yet. So I'm just gonna go with what I did last time, which was $60. And honestly, that's like super around the amount that it's usually. Then we have our water, which is due this month. This is like a bi-monthly expense, and that is $85. I know a bunch of people would probably use a sinking fund for that. Honestly, like an extra $40 is not a big deal for us. So I'm not going to do that and deal with like tracking that. Next is our cable and our internet, but I would just say cable, and that is $158. Then we have Netflix, and we have the like highest plan or whatever, so it's $13.99. Next is our car payment, and that's the same every month. It's $367.78. And then we have gas for our car, which I don't know if gas prices have been going up lately or if we are just driving more recently, but it seems like we're having a hard time staying around what I'm budgeting for gas. So this month I'm going to budget $200 for gas, and honestly, we probably don't need that much, but we are traveling to Minnesota for the Super Bowl, and so I just want to make sure that with driving there and everything, we will have enough. So I'm just gonna go with $200. That might be way more than we need. It might be way less. I have no idea, but it's just my best guess at this point. Okay, so next I want to put in groceries. And since there are 4 Sundays in the month, I'm going with $400. We usually go grocery shopping on Sundays, and I give us about $100 per week. That really just depends on what we're buying. So we do buy pouches for Macy. They're like fruit and vegetable pouches, and we do that for a couple of reasons. Mainly because she's still not eating, like, she's picky, and so she's not gonna eat everything we're eating. We do make her take a few bites of stuff, but if she's willing to eat the pouches, that's fine with us. So some weeks when we buy those, usually it's every other week, our budget is a little bit more, and then on the weeks that we don't, it's a little bit less. So I'm not super concerned with it being $100 per month, just as long as we're around that, for the entire month. Okay, so groceries are in. Next, I'm putting in a category, I don't even know what to call this, to be honest with you, but I think I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna put in MU and FW, and that's makeup and face wash. That's the only thing I can come up with, to be honest with you. And I'm keeping this separate from my other household stuff because this is an expensive category for us. I use Clinique face wash. I like the acne solution stuff. And I also use Clinique foundation, and so I've realized that it's a lot of money all at once, and I just want to kind of track it a little bit better and see when I am actually buying it and how often and stuff. So I actually already bought it for February because I needed it, and it was $101.53. And that is including face wash, that includes my foundation. I also, you know what, that's not correct. Oh well. That includes other household stuff that I bought. Oh well, for now we'll just leave it. But I am gonna have a separate cash envelope for household for other things, but that's kind of misleading because that's not, oh well. Oh well, have to change it next time. Okay, so the next thing that we have is eating out, which is a cash envelope. And I like to just put a little C next to it just so I know. For that, I'm gonna give us $200, and I usually give us $40 per week, which in this case would be $160, but because we are going to be going out of town, I just want to give us a little bit more buffer room. Next is our haircuts, and that's $30. That has stayed pretty much the same forever. And then for household, which is also a cash envelope, I'm gonna give us $30. And that might be way more than what we need because I already purchased a lot of things that we did need and that was included here, but that's okay. And then we also have birthdays. We have a few birthdays coming up that we need to get gifts for. So I'm going to budget $50 for that. And I think the last thing that we have is our sinking funds. And that is $402. That our sinking funds are gonna be a little different this month because I actually do have something coming out of our sinking funds. Our car insurance, our 6-month car insurance is due in February, and so I need to figure out how I'm gonna show that because I always set up my sinking funds and I usually fill it out, but I don't know if I'll be able to fill it out this time. So anyway, just a heads up, that should be up. I think I'm gonna put that up tomorrow, but I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with our car insurance. Okay, and then I like to put in an unbudgeted section. I don't actually put a budgeted number, but I like to just have like a placeholder just in case there are things that are unbudgeted so I can put in the actuals column. And then we're going to go ahead and do total expenses. And obviously I will add that up some other time. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw in the little divider lines. And honestly, I'm not super worried about this being straight. Like, I'm trying to line it up as best I can, but it really honestly does not matter. So okay, and at the bottom I like to just put potential savings. And I like to kind of fill that in so I get an idea of what I think we should save. And I'm just gonna do this across. Okay, so that just gives me an idea of what I think we should be saving, and then I like to compare what we actually saved. It gives me a good idea. One other thing that I want to do is add in at the bottom here, I kind of cover this up with a sticker, and I like to mark in what we actually saved. So I like to use these little piggy banks from Just My Rosy Life. And I'm kind of running out of colors, but I can use this pink one here. So I'm just gonna write in total savings. And just put the pig over here. and go ahead and put it at the bottom. I did the same thing for January, and I just like having a space where I can just see like what we saved. Okay, so that is in. Super cute. Like I said, I love this kit. I think it's adorable. The other thing that I wanted to do, and how did I do this last time? I put in like a toupee section. And I'm gonna do that again. None of our bills have come in. It's like the 22nd. That doesn't, interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna need a permanent marker to do this. Okay, so on this sticker here, I'm just gonna write in to pay. If this doesn't smear, it might. Actually looks like it's gonna be okay. So I'm just gonna have that at the top of this little column here. And then I like, last time I didn't show this, but I actually did do it. I like to put this sticker, one of these stickers here, just to cover up the circles, because I hate that like the circles are on one line but not on the other. Anyway, okay, so I need to pay our car payment. I also need to pay our electric, our gas, water, and cable. I just spelled that wrong, didn't I? Yes, I did. That's why I keep one of these here. Okay, so cable and internet. That way I just know, like, as the month is going on, those are the things that I know that I'm going to get bills for, and so if I don't see them like this month, I know I need to kind of track them down and figure out what's going on. It's so weird. I feel like I'm really used to getting my bills like around the same time, and it just hasn't seemed to be like the same lately. So anyway, guys, that is my February budget with me. This week will be all, like, the rest of the week will be budget related videos. So I think tomorrow is going to be sinking funds, then cash envelopes, and all of that. So just keep watching and keep looking out for those videos. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this this budget video. So anyway, guys, I will see you guys later. Again, I hope that you guys enjoy this. Bye, guys.